Nate Ray on to kick it off for UW Oshkosh. Brandon Kinnard, Tyler Thrun back with you in the broadcast booth from Titan Stadium. It's 21-14 Titans, their first lead of the football game after falling down 14-0 early. Nate Wera, after 2 interceptions, gets his first TD pass of the day on that last possession to Caleb Voss as well.
And really the thing that got things kickstarted for the Titans was the interception by Bethel. Ever since the Caleb Voss would seem to be a sure TD for Caleb Voss in the end zone, Oshkosh has been rolling since that point, definitely snapped into focus.
Marshall Klitsky takes it. He's met and taken down at the 25-yard line of Bethel. That's where the Royals will begin, and let's take a look at that last Caleb Voss touchdown.
So you watch where Voss is. Voss has yet to turn around, and Wera is already winding up to throw the ball, releases it, then Voss turns around, makes the catch right there. A nice catch, shakes the tackle, and that's just a foot race to the end zone, and the junior out of Van Dyne's going to win a lot of those.
Deceptively fast for his height, 6'2", and 210 pounds on the roster. Big and fast. He's been the deep threat all season long, averaging over 20 yards a catch coming into play today. Now for the Royals, it's time to really bounce this momentum meter back your direction. Pretty good carry, decent carry at least on first down, a 2-yard pickup for, that's Jesse Fino. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, not quite the gains we saw earlier this game from Bethel on the first down. Oshkosh's defense prides themselves on being well conditioned, and the entire team does. And that as the game goes on, you're going to be sucking wind, and they're going to still be very healthy because they can rotate so many guys in because they're so deep.
Shotgun again for Peterson, throws out far side, catch made, tackle made, flag down.
Yeah, appears to be against the defense and where the location that was. I guess it could be offensive pass interference for a push-off and it will be because no Titans were in the area enough that they would have fouled. That would have been awful if they fouled on the play and didn't make the play either.
I'm going to push the Royals back, their 4th penalty of the day. And here is the official call from head referee Larry Walderbach. Just over 6 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter of play. The Titans have scored 21 straight points. 14 of those coming early on here in the second half. So a 15-yarder all the way back to the 12, make it 13-yard line.
That sets the Titans defense up to be able to lick their chops right here. They can start to pin their ears back along the defensive line and also get ready to dive on routes in the defensive backfield. That's what they do best, get pressure and make picks.
Shotgun with a man in motion for the Royals. Pressure from Cullen Conklin. Peterson rolls. It's tipped by Stefaniak and nearly intercepted by Taylor Goodman, who was following the play.
Peterson was just throwing that ball out of bounds, and Stefaniak still got a hand on it. Tells you a little bit about his athleticism, his jumping ability. Probably models it after a guy like Brandon Jennings of the Milwaukee Bucks. He loves the Milwaukee Bucks.
Does.
It's one of his favorite sports teams out there, a guy from the Milwaukee area in Stefaniak. So I'm sure back in his day he loved to hit the hardwood, and that's where he probably developed a little bit of vertical leaping ability, and he had it on display right there again. Stefaniak, number 34, right in the center of your screen right now.
A good play by Taylor Goodman as well to stay alert and nearly make a miraculous interception on the sideline. Instead, it's 3rd and 22 for the Royals. Peterson with time, steps up, pocket collapses. A flag flies. He's going to be wrapped up in the backfield. Nathan Smith, the first one to him. We'll see what this penalty flag is. I'd have to imagine it's on Bethel.
I'd have to guess it's a hold unless Oshkosh got an illegal hands to the face or a face mask. And it's a hold, then Oshkosh will just decline that.
That'll bring the punt team on again for the Royals. And from the other side of things, if you're Bethel, you really got to get this train back on the tracks right now because the Royals had control of this one.
Oh, absolutely.
Throughout the entire first half, and maybe kicking themselves on that sideline a little bit for not building a bigger lead in the first half.
That's a part of it. Again, when they had the momentum, you got to capitalize on it, and they really hadn't. Again, Oshkosh hung around, but credit to Oshkosh for being able to hang around despite, the momentum being in favor of the Bethel Royals.
Philip Peterson on to kick it away, spirals it right to midfield where Luke Gunther makes the fair catch, and the Titans will start from the center of J.J. Keller Field. Nate Wera and the offense will be back on. 3 straight touchdown drives if you discount the 2-play drive, which ended with a kneel down right before halftime.
Yeah, again, ever since that interception, Oshkosh's offense has really snapped it into gear. And again, it's an offense that isn't necessarily predicated on striking early, as Craig Smith, the offensive coordinator, just came off your screen right there. It's an offense that's going to get better as the game goes on.
Cole Myra through to the second level, past the first down marker, picks up 12 and a fresh set of downs. Ball's at the 38 of Bethel.
Coach Cerny has talked about it several times, so they want to be up-tempo and get that defense winded so that they can make these plays that they know they can.
Triple option, Myra gets it again, met at the line. He's able to squirt through and pick up about 4, 2nd and 6 upcoming. Cole Myra continues to come along as this game moves along. A quiet 71 yards earlier, we mentioned. He's up to 98 now.
Again, especially in the first half, time of possession owned by Bethel, and they still do. 24-36 minutes for them, just under a second under 15 minutes of possession for Oshkosh in this one. I think that's why they had the momentum, or at least it felt like they had the momentum, because the Royals had the ball for a lot of time in that first half, and now Oshkosh finally getting their offense to stay on the field for a little while. Things are starting to add up both ways.
Wera throws to Kaz for 4 yards near side, and not entirely rare for Oshkosh to lose the time of possession battle because the offense moves so quickly. About 28 minutes per game for both of these teams, and you'll see this a lot. Nate Wera, sometimes All-Americans just need to have the football in their hands.
Yeah, a lot of times they need to have the football in their hands. In any sport, your All-American needs to have the ball in their hands. I don't care, basketball, baseball, football, what have you. You need to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And Wera's always, triggering the offense and has done a very good job of that on the past few drives.
Wera looks left off play action. Boy, did he fake a defensive end out. Goes over the top for Voss.
Oh, my
makes the catch.
goodness.
You don't see many throws better than that.
No. I mean, I don't know if the guys down in Madison can make that throw. Seriously. That is a pretty throw. I don't know, again, I don't know if you'll see out in State College today when Matt McGloin and Kurt Phillips are going at it, a throw that good. That was an impressive toss from Nate Wera that time.
One of the best I've seen in person my entire life, and that comes from a Green Bay Packers season ticket holder.
That was an inclable,
and
right where it
not
needed
to
to
mention the fake on the end of the defensive line as Ray puts the PAT up and through. It's 28-14, UW Oshkosh out in front. I'm not sure who it was on the defensive line. Looked like Brett Skoog, an outside linebacker that Wera pump faked on an out and up. Right.